It's 7:26. I'll entertain a motion to come out of executive session.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Simmons, second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Newhouser. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Thank you. Approval of the minutes of the August 28, 2023 meeting. I do want to state that there was a correction. Having some computer trouble, so the new correction will be up as soon as I can get it up on the website. What's your pleasure? Motion by Mr. Foster, second by Ms. Miller. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. All right. Under executive session material, entertain a motion to have a new full-time bus driver for our dial-a-bus. This is a new position that is funded through the federal government, filtered through Orange County, who reimburses the city. So there is no cost to this new position for the city. What's your pleasure?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Livingston,
Second.
second by Mr. Simmons. Discussion.
I think this is a real good opportunity for the city to extend or expand our dial-a-bus service for the citizens, and I think it'll prove out to be a good move.
Very beneficial to us. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Thank you. Mr. Foster, ADA Planning and Zoning.
The EDA meeting will be held on October 2nd, 5:30 right here in the council chambers. The planning board will be held on September 19th, 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. Zoning board, there was no quorum, so we are going to be having a meeting tomorrow right here at in the council chambers at 7 p.m. And that's all.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Miller, Finance.
We have bills to be paid. Got a lot of papers over here tonight. I look like a mess. From the general fund, $151,040.83. From the water fund, $23,095.62. Sewer fund, $1,757.33. For capital fund, $14,923.96. Trust and agency, $118,370.33. For a total of $309,188.07. Some larger items from general water and sewer for Global Montello Group, $16,512.14. For Orange County landfill, $29,016.56. For the Port Jervis School Tax Collector, $67,488.83. For State Insurance Fund, $17,219.63. Larger items from the Capital Fund for Tyler Technologies, $2,290. For Robinson Aerial Surveys, $4,500. For PeanPack Incorporated, $1,910. And for Dix Concrete, $1,715. I'd like to make a motion to pay the bills.
Motion by Ms. Miller. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Livingston. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
I'd also like to make a motion to, is it enter
Contract.
an agreement?
We're already in contract. This is a renewal contract.
Okay, so a renewal contract with Orange Ulster Bosies for microfilm storage for the yearly cost amount of $1,164.
Motion by Ms. Miller. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Foster. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Thank you. That's it?
Finance is meeting on September 20th at 6 p.m. here in the council chambers, and that is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Fuller, Fire Emergency Management.
Thank you, Mayor. I have two letters from the fire department dated September 5th, 2023. The first is a request to allow Tri-State Hose Company number 6 to attend a wet down being hosted by Frankfurt Fire Department in Augusta, New Jersey on September 30th, 2023. I would like to make a motion to approve the request.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Fuller, second by Mr. Simmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
The second is a removal of member Megan L. Metzger from Delaware Engine Company number 2 for the reason that she was expelled from the fire department. I would like to make a motion that we accept the removal of Megan from the rolls.
Motion by Ms. Fuller, second by Mr. Simmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
Fire and Emergency Management has not met since meeting is September 18th, next Monday here at 6:30. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Ms. Mann, Tourism IDA.
Thank you, Mayor. Tourism has not met since their last meeting. The 30th Annual Fall Foliage Festival will be held on Sunday, September 24th from 10 to 5 p.m. downtown. There will be a petting zoo, stump-pike shows, dance performances, as well as musical performances throughout the day, along with a classic car show. The next tourism meeting will be held tomorrow, Wednesday, September 13th at 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. Anyone with any further inquiries may email Tourism Chair Laura Meyer at laurapj@yahoo.com. You all have received the Tourism Board's application for the Downtown Spooktacular, which is set for Saturday, October 28th at 4:30 p.m. I would like to make a motion to approve this event.
I have a motion by Ms. Mann. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Livingston. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
The IDA has not met since their last meeting. Their next scheduled meeting will be held on Monday, September 18th at 6 p.m. here in the council chambers. And that's all I have.
And if I could add to the public, we are still looking for a member that might want to be on the IDA committee, as we had a resignation. So please contact my office if you would like to be, you'd be interested in the IDA. Mr. Livingston, DPW CDA.
Thank you, Mayor. DPW update, garbage and recycling for the week of September 11th and the 18th will be on its normal schedule. Garbage and recycling, both of those weeks are on their normal schedule. The week of September 11th and September 18th, paper pickup will be on its normal scheduled day. The 2023 garbage schedule is available on the city website at www.portjervisny.gov or by emailing the DPW office at dpwclerk@portjervisny.gov. Compost pile will be open every Saturday from 7:15 to 11:30. Tree limbs cannot be over 3 inches in diameter. Bag leaves and brush will continue to be picked up on every Monday until finished. Sidewalk project on Pike Street is finishing at the end of this week. In-place block hopping will start the week of the 18th. West End Beach Crest Grant Blacktop and Curbs has started. And the next DPW meeting will be held on Monday, October 2nd, 2023 at 6 p.m. in the council chambers. I'd just like to wish Steve Pacillo, today was his last day, and I would like to wish him all the best. He's been an exemplary employee, and we're going to miss him.
Great asset.
Yes. Our next CDA meeting will be held Wednesday, September 27th at 7 p.m. at their Pike Street location. I'd also like to thank the town of Deer Park again for their 9/11 memorial that was held yesterday. Liz, Maria, and I were able to go up and partake in that memorial, and they do a really nice job, and I'd like to thank them. And that's all I have.
Oh, you have one more thing. You have the ATEC.
FMLA. We're doing FMLA.
No, I just have this, don't I?
I'm doing that.
You're doing that?
Yep.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to have the curb cut for sidewalk replacement up at East Main Street in the Water's Edge property, or by the Water's Edge property, for the amount of $13,685, and that would be through ATEC Concrete, and I'd like to make that a motion. That's coming from contingency.
And just clarifying that this is for an emergency ramp for emergency vehicles. I have a motion by Mr. Livingston, second by Ms. Mann. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
Now, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Simmons, code.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next code meeting will be on Wednesday, October 4th at 6:30 p.m. here in the council chambers. And at this time, I would like to make a motion to extend the moratorium on the riverfront and mountaintop district
For 6 months.
for 6 months. Yes, sir.
I have a motion by Mr. Simmons, We need a second by Mr. Livingston. And under recommendation of our Corporation Council, this is to extend the moratorium, which currently now sits at local law number 10. Of course, that changes for the waterfront mixed use district and mountain district to remain open. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Thank you.
And I'd also like to congratulate Steve on his retirement. Steve has been a huge asset to the city in many, many ways, and especially when it comes to events like the Fall Foliage Festival and Soapbox Derby and things like that, providing assistance with people who are vendors and are, fire department companies and clubs and things like that, with obtaining the electrical necessary to run their venues at those events. And it'll be a big loss to the city and hard to replace. And I wish them the best of luck. And that's why I'm here. Thanks.
Thank you. And just to add, under Mr. Simmons, he didn't address it, the setting the public hearing. Just we got some information back from the building department that we're going to take back to the code committee to make sure that once this goes forward in passing this local law in regards to short-term rentals and hotel motel units, we want to make sure that it's correct. So we're going to take it back to code with some of those corrections before we bring it back to the floor.
Right.
Ms. Newhouser, recreation, please.
Thank you. The recreation update. First, I would like to make a motion to accept with regret the resignation of employee number 767.
I have a motion by Ms. Newhouser. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Simmons. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
The youth center recreation room is open weekdays 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Our first teen night of the new school year is scheduled for Friday, September 22nd, between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m., and it's for middle school students. The next Recreation Commission meeting is scheduled for this Wednesday, September 13th at 6:15 p.m. at the youth center. The police update. First, I'd like to make a motion to approve the August monthly report.
I have a motion by Ms. Newhouser for the August monthly report. A second by Mr. Livingston. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve the memorandum of agreement regarding the Orange County Child Abuse Task Force assignment.
Just give me 1 second to catch up here, because I don't want to have it wrong. I have a motion by Ms. Newhouser for the memorandum of agreement between the City of Port Jervis for the Port Jervis Police Department and it's the Child Abuse Task Force for Orange County. Do I have a second? Second by Ms. Miller. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
And the last motion to approve the appointment of Justin Morgan to the probationary position of police officer effective Monday, September 25th at the MPTC certified contractual rate contingent upon the successful completion of his background investigation.
What was the date?
Monday, September 25th.
I have a motion by Ms. Newhouser. I have a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Simmons. Just to clarify, he will be coming to you first to be sworn in because he's actually going to work the day of our council meeting. He'll be working that day, but then he'll come up here tonight or that night and get sworn in. Okay. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Thank you.
Save the date for the Port Jervis Fall Harvest Festival, which will be October 14th from 12 to 3 p.m. at Riverside Park. The police committee meeting is going to be rescheduled to Tuesday, September 19th at 6 p.m. here in the council room instead of being on Thursday the 21st. So Tuesday, September 19th at 6 p.m. And that's all I have. Thank
And that's an hour before the
Yeah.
planning board meeting.
you. Yeah.
So he's limited.
He's very limited. Yes.
55.
It is what it is. All right, Mr. Siegel's not here. Does anybody have anything on housing or veterans? Okay, we go back to public comment. Public comment? Yes.
I apologize, this came up when Ms. Madinsky and I were debriefing outside. Riverside Park, so you all committed $1 million cash match. Is there anything that you want to consider for in-kind labor that would reduce the DRI request?
So the whole idea was that it would be $1 million that we would put into it, whether it's in labor or, but it could be because we're committing $2 million. So some of it could be in cash, or, like most of it could be in
Okay,
cash.
so the $1 million is cash plus in-kind labor?
Right.
Okay, that's what I wanted
Okay.
to clarify.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you want to add anything?
Do you need $1 for the in-kind?
It would be helpful to have a dollar amount for the in-kind.
So here's the thing. What they're looking at is how much money gets assigned to it. So I myself, as I told you, I think we should make it part of the $2 million. We're not changing that. Make it $1 million because whatever in-kind is going to be less. It's going to be less on other things as well. So they'll figure out what the in-kind is when they do the development part of the contract.
That's pretty much what we figured anyway.
Right.
Okay, so I just want to confirm, but the request is for $4 million in DRI cash for a $1 million
Cash match.
in-kind labor match.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
all right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay. Any other public comment?
Free then.
Let me just write that down. DRI. Okay. I have a couple of things. Consideration for Grace Church trunk and treat on October 28th at Riverside. What's your pleasure?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Foster.
Second.
Second by Ms. Newhouser. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So
Now, this is the Grace Church on 209?
yes, this is the one on 209. Yes.
Not the one-
Yes, this is the one on 209.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's not called, what is that? That's called Riverside Church now. Up there.
Okay.
City's gonna be busy on the corner.
Yeah,
A lot of kids
that's
on
that's
the
good. A
side.
lot of kids. Yeah. If we had that crossing, it'd be perfect, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Either we'll have some retreaters downtown, and then nothing more.
So we have in front of us and I'll read it in a minute here. Just give me 1 second. The city has been working on a plan of having a sister city for many years. Many of the cities that came to us through the Sister City program kind of just didn't match. There were several from South America, there were a couple from Asia, and all of a sudden one came about from Italy. And this city is very close and similar, and I know like Miss Mann has done some looking at it as well. Drawing a blank on his name. Alex Janella. Alex Janella is the man who did the port card and like the port magazine, and he's involved in every activity that you see with the outdoor club. Anyway, Alex really did some background work with this. If you went to the Italian festival, he set up a booth, and he had the booth to show people off. How am I going to say it? La Pio? Which one is it? You're the Italian, not me. So anyway, I'm going to read this resolution. This is given to me today by Mr. Frank. The resolution of that's the one thing I was able to print today. The resolution of the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis, New York, approving a sister city affiliation with the commune of Lapio, province of Avellino. I apologize for those who are Italian if I'm incorrect here. Italy. Through the Sister Cities program, and further authorizing the mayor to negotiate and execute all necessary documents to effectuate said sister city affiliation. Whereas The Sister City program is administered by the Sister Cities International and was initiated in 1956 to encourage greater friendship and understanding between cities located within the United States and other national cities through direct contact. And whereas the program strives to build global cooperation at the municipal level, encourage cultural understanding, and stimulate economic development. And whereas additionally the program promotes peace through mutual respect, understanding, and cooperation through one individual, one community at a time. Whereas common ties of mutual interest exist between the commune of Lapio, province of Avellino, Italy, and the also known as Lapio, and the city of Port Jervis, and whereas the exchange of said interests and cultures by the mutual establishment of a sister city relationship with Lapio will enhance the city and its residents, and whereas under the sister city relationship, both cities commit to support and encourage opportunities for mutually beneficial practices, exchanges in the fields of business, arts, culture, education, sports, and tourism. And whereas the Common Council finds that the establishment of a sister city affiliation with Lapio to be in the best interest of the city, now therefore be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis, the Common Council hereby approves the establishment of a sister city affiliation with the commune of Lapio, province of Avellino, Italy. The mayor as designee is hereby authorized to negotiate and execute all necessary documents to effectuate the sister city of affiliation, which, by the way, the council received both in English and in Italian, and there's only one that could read it. And this resolution shall become effective immediately upon the adoption. What's your pleasure?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Simmons, second by Mr. Livingston. Discussion?
Yes, I would like to, I'd like to be the designated emissary to go to Italy and to sign any papers or to engage in any.
Wait a minute. You
She
don't
asked-
speak the
she
language.
asked
Wait a minute. I speak Italian. Tiramisu, bologna, and meatball.
Bologna
And meatball. That's enough. That's enough.
That's enough
It's a
you need.
spicy meatball. So.
Well, thank you to Alex Ganilla for doing this, and we're looking forward to seeing actually the mayor come within the end of the year. She's coming here.
We have to vote.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that in the. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Thank you. So it ought to be interesting.
Yes.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
Her name's Maria.
And it's Maria. Oh, I lied. Sorry, I just have to do this here. We have a request for intermediate FMLA for employee 613. What's your pleasure?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Livingston, second by Mr. Simmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. And if there's no other business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Simmons, second by Mr. Foster. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Thank you.
Tables for the
It just, she corrected it already. Yep, that's all need to be done.
just had to be filed, right?
Yep. Yep,
That's what I thought.
that's all that had to happen. Thank you, everybody.
So now, they won't Okay. Have they been informed of that?
That I don't know.
Laura,
Since I'm having problems with the email, you could fire off. I can see it on my
I don't know
phone.
if she's at the bottom.
If you want to just fire off to Lori and keep Will in.